Hello, it's me, Annalisa. I'm on a few minutes early this evening. Me, Annalisa, from My Spiritual Friend, and drop my mouse. Can't help what happens when we're live. Hi, Rochelle. So I just got on a little bit early. I wanted to, as always, hi, Sandra. As always, all readings and divinations are for the purposes of entertainment only. I am not a lawyer, doctor, attorney, or financial advisor or therapist. If you need attorney and lawyer, the same thing. If you need any of those, please seek them. I came on a few minutes early just to talk about a few things that came up for me psychically, and someone had posted a couple comments on my page. The first one was about Ivanka being the potential female candidate coming up in 2028 because The Simpsons apparently predicted, and they've predicted so many things. So what I did was, and I don't feel Ivanka at all, so I'm just going to say that flat out. Hi, Mama Lily. And Eyes Like Stars. Hi. I do not feel her at all. I actually feel like the woman that comes in 2028 is going to be a woman of color. I'm not sure if she's Latina or if she's Hispanic or African American, but I do feel like she'll be a woman of color. Also about Ivanka, I actually saw her in person about 9 years ago now, maybe more roughly. And she was probably about 20 or 30 feet away. She wasn't far away. And it wasn't like we were actually, my husband and I was waiting for my husband. We were at a Yankees game. Not a Yankees fan. Sorry, guys. But we had tickets. And I remember thinking, because she was on The Apprentice at the time and we knew she was a model, and you have this idea of what all that is. And I remember thinking, that's it. Not that she's not all, beautiful or whatever, but just that energetically she felt flat to me. This is why I don't see her running for office. I don't see her being the forefront. It's not that she doesn't run a company or any of that other stuff. I just don't see her doing that. It doesn't feel like she's going to move in that direction. I think too many other things are going to hinder that. And I actually feel like she'll kind of go to the wayside a little bit. Maybe if she is doing something, it's definitely not going to be that. So, hi, Dana. So that's what I feel for her. And I said I believe it's a woman of color that's going to come into office in 2028. So yay, because we need some diversity. That's what our country is, and that's what we need in these positions, in these offices. I also got today, I was watching somebody, I don't know if you guys know, I'm sure you know Linda G. She said something about Mitch McConnell, and I just heard he's done. So as I was listening to her, I heard from my guides he's done. So I don't know if that means that he's not running, or he's going to retire, or if that he just doesn't get voted into office again. But I do believe he's done. This will be his last term. I think he's a senator. The same person that posted about Ivanka. Oh, and I want to address the Simpsons thing. So I looked back, and yes, some of the things that they have had to come true, but there's sort of other things that when I look at it, I'm like, oh, but there's other things going on there that would have brought these people to write about it. It's not like they're sitting there divining information. Sandra, so I've been thinking about Trump. I do believe he'll be gone, but I'm not, it's like, I hate to say yes. Because the way my guide said it is don't, I did the one video where it said you have to stop focusing so much on him. You have to really focus on what you want it to be, not what you don't want it to be, because and when you're focusing on even I don't want, you're still focusing your energy on him. And so it's the law of attraction is going to work against you in that sense. Right. So, but then I think about that, it'd be 2028, and I'm thinking about the years and how things add up and certain things. And then they said he'll be gone, but not in the way we want. I don't know. Part of me wants to say yes, he'll be gone, but I'm not 100% certain because of the thing that they said where we have to focus on. My concern is that all of these psychics saying he'll be gone, then not enough people are going to go out there and vote, that people are going to start resting on their laurels. Not that everybody's putting all their faith in psychics, whatever, but it's really imperative that everybody gets out there and uses their voice. And I really feel like women of color are going to come out in droves to vote. And they are going to be the power that shifts everything. And I have to say that because I feel like they haven't been heard so much in the past, and they've been so oppressed that it's really just, we've had enough, and we're going to get out there and vote. Also, Hope Hicks, I do believe she'll be back to testify. She'll be forced to testify, and I feel like that's going to happen in August or September. And the thing that came up about reparations, I do believe that we are going to see that coming to pass, where that we're going to start trying to, the people that are linked to family members that have been genetically linked, to family members that were slaves, that there will be reparations for them. I do believe that that's going to happen. I don't think it's immediate, but I do believe it is actually going to come to fruition. And I'm not sure how they're going to do it. I do feel like maybe something with college education, with either paying for it or repaying for making way for that, and then something with housing, either offering it like where they're offering a chunk of money towards it. I'm not exactly sure how it'll work out, or I don't know, but I do actually believe that there will be reparations that will come to fruition. The thing about Trump, apparently he came out and said that he was wanted to run forever. That's why we have term limits, folks. And he won't be able to turn that over. That's not going to happen. Hi, sunshine. And then I also been getting something about the earth. I've been feeling really drawn to her lately. And I keep feeling like what she's showing me is like, everybody's so worried about the carbon emissions. And she's actually showing me it's the plastics. Like, it's almost like suffocating in all the plastics. So, I'll talk about those too. With the plastics, I actually feel like what's going to happen is companies are going to be forced to find new ways of packaging their products. There's a new company out, Loop. You can go to loopstore.com, I think is the thing. They're starting to do where you, they refill containers for you. So it's like the old milkmen, but they're doing it of products and goods. That's going to start happening. But I also think they're going to start forcing companies to rethink their packaging, because that's such a simple way to do things. Kids in cages. That is actually, when people say that that's not concentration camps, that is. When I saw the picture of what's going on, I actually was like, it's like, if you look at the pictures of Auschwitz and all those other things, it's like the crowding of people and the inhumaneness, and it's there is going to be justice for that. That is going to end. There are going to be huge changes within the next 6 months. I don't know that they're going to be able to link everybody up with their kiddos again. I hope they do, but I do believe that other countries are going to come in and enforce this and bring charges against the United States for this. Linda G said this, and I agree with her, so I'm giving her credit where credit's due. She said, that I do believe people will be arrested, because I have to tell you, in law enforcement, anybody who works with children, law enforcement, hospitals, social workers, everybody else, if there's any contact with children ever, they are required to take pass certifications and stuff about, that you agree that you will do no harm to children, that if there's anything dangerous with them or such, that you report and you provide for their safety, and these people aren't. And I do believe anybody that's in contact with those children and those family members that's not doing right by them will have charges brought against them. Unfortunately, I do feel like there are a few good-hearted people, but it's like their hands are tied and they can't. There's a lot of negative energy in there, but I do feel like that's gonna change. But people are going to be forced to pay for it. It's not going to go unpunished or unnoticed. It's really horrible what's going on. I also feel like there's going to be some funding towards therapy for these kids because they're going to need it. The damage that they are doing is incomprehensible. So, all right, that's the depressing part. But really start sending energy and love towards those things, and start sending energy towards healing in that area. It really needs to be done. Oh, okay. 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 So I just want to make sure I answer everything. So hang on. I'm just reading a question real quick. Can you assist me with letting me know if my grandma, my dad said just for me? I met her because she passed away. To my dad. My dad ended up getting adopted. Okay. So Rochelle asked me if I can assist her with letting her know if her grandmother on her dad's side watches over her. I've never met her because she passed away giving birth to my dad. My dad ended up getting adopted. Rochelle, can you just tell me, do you know her name? Because I'm actually hearing Rose. I don't know if you know her name. Do you know if her name was Rose, though, or a form of Rose? I wonder if this was the grandmother that I saw. I think there was a grandmother who stepped in last week, and I thought she was speaking like Creole or something, but I wonder if she was speaking Vietnamese, and I just didn't know. So I'm wondering if this was the woman, because her hair was like fixed, and it was it was like straighter and fixed. I remember, and she was short. She's not stepping in now. Yeah, but I'm wondering if I was seeing this one. Because you were just chattering and telling me, you were just chattering and telling me all about this woman. So I'm wondering, so it was hard for me to get a clear thing. This might be something that honestly is good for a private session, since she's not stepping through on her own. So I can bug you for a picture and kind of read the picture a little bit. Oh, you don't have a picture. So I could do that privately. Hi, Eyes Like Stars. If she pops in, let's see what happens. Okay, Rochelle. But I do feel like, just in general, our family members do stay with us, whether or not they're a direct part of our lives or not. Will there be any relationship for me and Bobby in the future after reconciliation? Very quickly, I heard no. Thank you for understanding, Rochelle. I think I just froze. I very clearly heard no. I'm sorry, Eyes Like Stars. Sunshine, is Jay going to tell me let's make the relationship official by texting in person or in person? In person, not a text. I feel like he has too much class for that. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Michelle. He's a little more what do you say? Traditional. Hi, Brett. I think I was correct last year. I interviewed, but it wasn't what I expected. If they offer it to me, I may use it to see if my current employer will counter and decline the offer. Did you feel like good about the interview, though, when you interviewed? You're welcome, Eyes Like Stars. You're welcome, Rochelle. Hi, Patricia. Yes, Patricia, there is. She asks if there's a new job coming for her. Yes. But in a roundabout way, because I'm getting like this weird. So I get 6 weeks time, but I'm getting this weird like shape with it. So like the feeling I get is in a roundabout way. So not like a direct thing, but it's a roundabout, whatever that means. It was okay. Yes. Okay, Britt. Yeah, I feel like it, like I said, I feel like it'll be something you use as leverage. I do feel like they'll offer it. Oh, hang on. Sunshine says, what week will I be seeing him in July? Hang on. Wait, did you delete? Because sometimes I go back. Try not to delete your stuff, because sometimes I do go back so I can relook at it so I know. Guys, okay, I would really appreciate it. Yeah, please don't retract your messages because I do need to go back. So then you're not typing so much and sometimes I go back and reread what maybe I misread something. Okay. I would really appreciate that. Don't make my job harder than it needs to be. Because I thought Sunshine, you said you were seeing him in the first week of July. Patricia Simon says it makes sense. Yeah, it just sounds roundabout. You're welcome, Patricia. Thank you. Sorry, I'm scolding everybody. Do you know, is there an option for me to purchase my first house soon? Yes, but I feel like the first one is going to fall through. So it's either that they accept your offer and then you pull after the inspection, but just don't get disheartened. But I do feel like the first one's going to fall through. So just take it as a wash. You're going to really, really love it. And you're going to feel really great about it. You're going to be like, ha ha ha, Anna's wrong. But I feel like the first one's going to fall through. But I do still feeling it being warmer when you do purchase a house. So I don't feel like going into wintertime and not even into the colder fall months. Hi, Tammy. Okay, Britt, I applied for today for a hospital leadership role, in which I have prior experience. It's a brand new facility opening by the end of the year. Do you see this working out for me? It should be a significant pay increase. I do see it working out for you. I do see you need to be patient to remind them that you're still there and you're really interested, but know that it's going to take them a little bit of time to go through all of their candidates and come to their decision. And you may not be offered the actual job you interview for. It makes me feel like you'll be offered for a different position, but of equal caliber, as they have a lot, and they feel like you might be a better fit in a different area. Hi, Tammy. Let's see. Tarina. Hi, may I know if I'll be traveling in the future? You know, what's really funny is I saw a UFO when you said that, and I don't know why, but that was really strange. So then I was like, well, obviously, that's silly. Oh, I asked them, like, why would you show me that? And they're like, showing me. So yes. And I actually see out west. So like Nevada, Arizona area, and doing an excursion like that. Sorry, itchy eyes. So yes. Can I get rid of my friend Zach? So I don't know if this makes sense, and let me know if you can validate this, but I feel like off in my head. Like headaches and like I don't feel totally connected. I don't know why. I feel kind of nauseous when I'm thinking about him. So let me know if this makes any sense to you, and then I'll keep bugging into that, or I'll try and go past it. Just let me know, Michelle. Yes, I said he face to face. So I said, what week will I see him in July? Oh, I feel like very soon. So I feel like the first or second week of July. Princess Laura, should I go back to my ex, Jimmy Koo? Do you feel he is loyal? No. Like, didn't even know. I don't feel you going back to him, and I don't feel like it's not about loyal. I just feel like he's not respectful. So that's a big no I get on that one. Again, it's your choice and you can keep going, but I don't see you actually making that decision to do it. Maybe tempted, but I don't see the decision being made. If I've given you a reading and you like it, please give me a thumbs up. I don't know, why not, right? You're welcome, Rochelle. Hi, Carolina, or is it Carolina? Okay, everybody's saying hello to each other. I'm just trying to weed through your comments. Good. I'm glad you appreciate that, Tarina. Britt had good news. Yes, it takes time. Any idea of a timeline? Will it be a different location than close by? Okay, hang on, Britt. Let me bounce up to where you were at. Oh, sorry. No, I think it'll be in the same building. I just think it'll be a different floor or something like that, or a different department. So I don't feel like it's out of a different thing. It's just somehow maybe just whatever it is, it's like just a slightly different department, but the same sort of thing. It may not make sense to you, but it may be that they're opening the position up and realizing that they need more people. And pretty much every time I've said they have to create the position for anybody, they've created a position, including for my uncle. So, okay. That's you right now, Michelle. Okay, then I'm feeling that. I'm not actually feeling a lot about him then. So, whatever I feel with him, the little bit that I am getting is just that I feel distant. I feel like I'm not really myself. I feel like I don't know, something feels off about it. Maybe I can poke you about it later. I can send you a message or something later and see if, but I'm not getting a whole lot there. Carolina, will you be successful in your new what? Oh, Tammy, my friend had a biopsy done. Do you see the results? I see a nodule. It feels like round. And it feels like I can see like, it's gross because I can feel like there's like, it's kind of hard because I can feel like I don't know how to explain about it, and I see like layers. So it feels like whatever it was, it's encapsulated. So they're saying, which means that's good because then you get everything. So it's whatever they took, it feels encapsulated. It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like there's any, like it had clean margins or clean whatever they took. So I don't fully understand this because I feel like it's not. I do feel like it might actually be cancerous, but I don't feel like it's. I hear no distant metastases, and no, like even if it's in a lymph or something, I feel like it's only in one or two. And I don't know if like basal cell carcinoma makes sense because I don't know where it would be from, but it's like I feel like whatever it is, it's like that, so it's common. So if it's not that where it would fit that, it feels like whatever it is, it's a common one. It wouldn't be rare and it wouldn't be hard to get rid of. And like I said, I heard encapsulated. So even if I went, it's like very contained. So even if I went to a lymph, it doesn't go further than that. Does that make any sense? Thank you, Rochelle. So the head pain, Michelle, feels like it's like literally like a halo. Like I felt like a halo. I don't know if that makes any sense when you say you have a weird head pain. Thank you for staying subscribed. You guys, I have 182 people who want to show up. That means like a whole classroom decided to join us. That's really exciting. Got it. Perfect. Oh, Britt, what? See, I keep going into these other things. So I need a timeline, different location. Yeah, okay, good. Sorry, I'm clicking things and I'm not trying. Stop clicking. Okay. Breast. Okay, so it does. It feels totally encapsulated. It feels like if I went anywhere, it's just to like 1 or 2 lymph nodes. So it would be like what? I think that's staging like a 2 something. It's not, so I don't feel stage 3. And I feel like whatever it is, it's easily taken care of. But it feels like a encapsulation. Like it's like whatever it is, it's clean margins. It doesn't feel totally crazy. And it might be like 1 and then 1 next to it. Sorry if I'm kind of doing the boob thing, but so like 1 and 1, like a smaller one next to it. Does that make any sense? I don't know if your friend told you about that. Mama Lily, yes, your mom's surgery is going to go well. Tell me why I'm seeing a foot. Does that make any sense? And I'm going to go a little bit past 9 o'clock tonight since I was jabbering on about what I was getting psychically for political stuff. Did I pause something? Did I do something that nobody's talking now? She felt 1 large lump. Okay, so I think it's like 1 larger one and there's 1 smaller one maybe next to it. Mama Lily, why am I seeing a foot? Does that make sense to you with your mom's surgery? Because they're focusing on my foot and I actually see it casted. So I don't know if that makes sense. Tammy, I think no matter what comes out of this, I do feel like your friend is going to be fine. I do feel like there will be treatment, but that it will be fine. Okay. What's with the foot though? They're showing me a foot, so I know there's something with the foot. Did she ever have an issue with a foot? Does she have bunions? Does she have something like that? Because there's something with the foot. Is she going to have something where when the surgery she has, they're going to put SCDs on her at the end of the surgery and part of the recovery? Do you know what SCDs are? They're the sequential compression devices. You can hear me. But I'm going to keep repeating because I know they're showing me a foot for a reason. And I'll have to dig to figure out why. But do you know when after her surgery, they're going to put sequential compression devices on her feet? Because my thought process is, if I understand the surgery is not the foot, but after the surgery, are they going to have her in bed and have they talked to you about what her heart surgery? They're probably going to put sequential compression devices on her feet, on her legs after heart surgery. That's a pretty typical thing. So for that, I feel like the surgery is going to be fine. What I feel like is going to happen is actually there's going to be like a secondary issue that's going to come up. I want you to understand that she will be fine from that, but there's going to be like a quick blip after the surgery. I want to say like the second or third day out, where it's going to scare you and it's going to make you feel nervous. Not like her heart's going to stop, but like maybe, I think because they're showing me the legs, I think maybe either a clot or something like that. I want you to understand that she will be okay. You don't have to ask anything about the foot. Just listen to what I'm saying. This is something I'm pretty sure about. The sequential compression devices, I think why they're showing me that is there might be like a clot that happens. She's going to be okay. I want you to understand that. Hi, Much Dog. You're welcome for your thoughts on Ivanka. Yeah, I don't feel her at all. She does not vibrate in the midst of something that will succeed or do that. Mama Lily, I'm pretty sure that they'll do this. Having been a nurse and having seen post-op things, this is a surgery. I feel like she will have these, they're like little like massage pumps. They blow up And they like think of like the way a blood pressure cuff blows up on your arm at the doctor's office. They do that. They'll blow up for a few seconds and relax and blow up and relax. And it's to keep blood pumping because our veins work. They need movement in order to push the blood back up to the heart. They're not like arteries where they constrict. Okay. So I think that might be the issue. So the surgery itself will be fine. She'll come through great with flying colors, I hear. There's going to be a little blip, like maybe day 2 to 3 out, where there might be an issue. And the feeling I get is just don't panic. It's going to be okay. Good night, Rochelle. Many blessings to you as well. I also feel like, by the way, Mama Lily, I feel like she's going to be a little wonky like this. She's really going to be affected by the anesthetic. And so they might actually sedate her afterwards because she's having like a bad reaction to it where she becomes kind of like, not violent per se, but just not really herself. Have I ever had Reiki? I have had Reiki. I had it earlier this week and flashes of like 100 different male faces, no clarity of the heck that means. Okay, so when they do Reiki, it depends on each person. They're all a little different. Sometimes you can see the Kundalini energy coming up. Sometimes it's just different guides. It may be their guides that you're seeing the flashes of the male energy, or maybe your guides that are seeing you're seeing the flashes of the energy, like as it happens. But it's all there for healing, and there's no one's gonna hurt you. Do I see any name coming up? Why did The Simpsons show Ivanka Trump? Because I think they think it's funny. So I really feel like The Simpsons writers, when I look at those things, that they're incredibly intelligent people. And one guy in particular, I don't know any of the names, but I'm seeing one guy in particular is very, very smart. He's into tech. And I also feel like he's a Howard Stern fan. So it's sort of where like the Trump stuff came up way back when. So I think that's all. That I don't think it really has anything to do with that. So don't put too much weight into it. I don't see it at all. I can feel like your anxiety, Much Dog. So if you have like anxiety stuff, you can just breathe. I don't know if it's a female against a female. And I actually feel like Kamala Harris, when I saw her, again, I don't feel like this is her year, but I feel like in 10 years, like when she's around 60, because I think she's in her 50s now, she's going to be big. So Kamala Harris is somebody I see. The woman, is it out of Virginia? Now I can't remember. I'm going to have to bring that up later because I don't know. Where was it where there was, somebody correct me, where there was a race where it was a close race between a white man and a black woman. And I think she may have won. I don't know if anybody knows, but I feel like she's big. But I also feel like, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear this because they don't really like her because she's sort of is AOC. She is not going away anytime soon, ladies and gentlemen. She is a fighter and she is here to stay. You're welcome, Mama Lily. Don't panic. And Archangel Raphael is the healing angel, so you can ask him to help assist. And Archangel Gabriel, so that all of her cells in her body communicate and all the doctors and nurses communicate well and all of that good stuff. Ask for their assistance. You felt extra hands too. Yeah. So that's guides and everybody else. Michelle says she felt extra hands when she had Reiki. Reiki, if you are empathic, which Michelle, you clearly are, you're going to feel and sense a lot of other stuff going on rather than just somebody sitting over you. I actually felt like somebody was pulling stuff out of my arm and then they wouldn't let it take it. And after, when the woman was finished, she goes, I wanted to take something from your left arm, but they told me I couldn't take it. So it was very interesting that she was feeling the same thing I was. Or is there a connection? I think there's a crush, but I don't feel like he's in a position to get into a serious relationship. Lily, when you ask about Lily Guild, when you ask about if there's a connection between you and Hendrix, I don't quite feel that. may you ask why there will be no relationship between you and B? Because what they're telling me is that it's really about you learning to take back your power, and that whatever had happened karmically actually had between the two of you happened in another life. So it's now you sort of just coming into your own and taking back your power and recognizing that you don't need that unhealthy relationship and that you need to set boundaries. I don't know what else that means, but that's what they're showing me. Okay. Okay. Hey, so is there a connection between me and, okay, wait, hang on. Sorry, I'm just scrolling down here. Is it, Sunshine asks, is it he, who helped me in the past that's going to help me get this full scholarship? Thanks. They go, I was thinking, oh, I don't know. And they go, wait and see. Part of this is actually you learning to have faith and trust, and that understanding that the process is understanding that you can ask for something and have it given. So they're saying you don't need the reassurance. You need to just have faith that it's coming and not worry about who or how it's happening. They told me that you tend to try to control things and like line things up and see the patterns and investigate it all. I'm guilty of this too, so I get it. But they're saying that it's really important that not be the case in this, and stop trying to move it all around to the right places. Yes, look it up. Just read. I don't really actually watch a ton of the TV either, as far as the news. Sunshine, when you say you should look this stuff up, I read more than anything, so I can sort of filter it a little bit easier. And I actually do look at Fox News stuff too, because I sort of just kind of peek around and see like who's saying what and who's showing what. It's always interesting to see. Okay, if you're going to be ridiculous, I'm just going to block you, just so you know. So, you're always an anxiety. So much so, one thing you can do is nice deep breathing for this, and meditation will help. Try not to feed into a lot of what you're seeing and hearing everywhere, because you're probably a little bit empathic and you're kind of feeling all of the stuff that's going on, and it's easy to pull that energy and anxiety from you. Hi from Arizona. Hi, Tara. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys 2 more minutes and then I'm out. I don't know who this bounced in at the end, and my apologies for ridiculousness. I haven't had that yet, so somebody must feel threatened if they need to post ridiculous things on here. All right. Tarina, I'm going to put you on hold until next week, since I've already answered several questions from you. Is that okay? And next week I won't be on Sunday. I'll be on Monday. We have some family stuff that I have to attend to, and I won't be able to make it at 8:30. So I will be on Monday night at 8:30 instead. That's, I don't know, is that July 1st or 2nd? Monday night though. Yes, you can get messages from pets that pass away. Absolutely. They're just energy like everything else. Trees will talk to you, believe it or not. Everything talks. Thank you, Spiritual Seeker. Yes, you are. If you're asking, then you are. That's like not even, that's a no-brainer, right? You're shocked? I don't know. I can feel stuff. It's just all comes in every which way. I thank you, Brett, for appreciating me. I appreciate all of you for being nice, and whoever was ridiculous that decided to come in. It sounds like a 13-year-old little boy or a childish 40-year-old man. I haven't decided yet, but either way, we will be blocking any of those, and I'll figure out how to block them from my YouTube channel, so I don't really need all of that. Yeah, stay calm. Like, really trust that. I really feel like with all the Trump stuff and all the things that are going on right now, I do feel like there's going to be an end to it eventually, and that there is going to be actually good that comes from all of this. Unfortunately, if you think of our nation as a whole, like a body, right? And some people have to get really, really, really sick in order to go to the doctor and get healed and find the healing. And then it takes time for the healing to occur. So this is sort of like everybody's starting to wake up and go, wait, this is like, we've moved in a really off direction. And it's not a Republican Democrat thing, because you'll see even Republicans are like, this guy's ridiculous. I really do feel like there's some mental health issues going on. I said this well before. I have a post somewhere on my Facebook page about, that basically whoever goes in and out of the office, it's going to be like a carousel for his staff. So that's sort of exactly what's happening, is what I felt. I really believe everything's going to be okay. So just take a deep breath and trust that it's all going to work out and be okay. And even if by some god awful reason he does get reelected, which I really don't feel is going to happen, but even if he does, I still feel like it's going to be okay. And it's still part of like the healing process for us to get to a point to be in a better space. So the whole thing with indigos, I'm gonna end on that. Good for you. I can actually feel a little star in my heart now. I actually feel like you're calming down a little bit, so that's good. Good night, Tammy. Lily. So indigo children, rainbows. Actually, people can like ascend into other things. So you could start out in one part of your life as being one and move into others. It's sort of just nomenclature and a way to categorize what people are feeling. So, nomenclature is the naming of things. So it's like when you talk about past lives and all of that stuff, it's just nomenclature to help it kind of sit in our brains. But really, everything's kind of all occurring at once. So you can be an indigo, but you're really just a soul here as a light worker, as a being to help heal the earth and heal things. And most people who are seeking spiritual things are light workers. So no matter if you can do what I do, or if you're on a lesser level of being open, it doesn't mean you can't grow your abilities. Oh, I love Georgia. Very nice. I'm happy to be here. And thank you so much Tara for joining and checking out what I do. But yeah, you will grow. We're all, I feel like everybody that comes into this channel, besides minus the ridiculous person that I blocked, are beings, light workers. So with the empathic being clairsentient, just make sure that you're you're the observer and just observing that it belongs to somebody else, much like we look at somebody and go, oh, they have brown hair and blue eyes, like as much as you can with their emotions and their feelings and things. You don't have to take all of that on. Okay, so I'm going to say good night. I ran over quite a bit tonight. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me, and for all of my new subscribers and my old subscribers. Everybody's been so supportive and wonderful and kind, and I really, really, truly appreciate you. If you like this and you enjoy being here, join me next week. Again, it'll be Monday night rather than Sunday night. You're welcome, Tarina. Sorry, just wanted to. You're welcome, Much Dog. You're very welcome for being. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. 18 people this week. That's pretty awesome, and I know people came in and out. So I feel like I'm teaching a class or something. Thank you again. If you want a private reading for an hour, it's $175. For a half hour, it's $100. I do them over Zoom now. You can check me out on Instagram at My Spiritual Friend. I'm here as always on YouTube live once a week. Again, next week it will not be Sunday night. It will be Monday night, and I will post a quick video to remind everybody. Thanks again. You guys have a wonderful week. If anything comes up, I'll post a video on it. Otherwise, enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the weather. May there not be so much rain this week for everybody and rain where we need it, I guess. All right. Many blessings. Love you all.